Hello, this is Daniel John Lee with Traceries. This podcast is being recorded now on the fourth day of Awe, the fourth day since Yom Teruah, the fourth day of the seventh Hebrew month, which is the month of all the fall feasts. Hallelujah. This podcast is called Confirmations for the 12 Messages to the 144,000. Over the course of the last several days, Yah has sent people to me that have provided numerous confirmations that he did indeed deliver these 12 messages to the 144,000, and that I, Daniel, was a mere vehicle for the information to be transmitted through. The first confirmation was the one I mentioned in the postscript video I made, showing how the first video came out on 9/4 and the last came out on 9/25, a time span of exactly 21 days or 3 weeks. This perfectly matches the 3-week fast Daniel had to do in order for Yahshua to break through the spiritual warfare and deliver him the message. See Daniel chapter 10, verses 1 through 13. It took 21 days of spiritual warfare for the 12 messages for the 144,000 to break through. Next, a family from Idaho told me that they had felt Yah tell them to fast from all meat and strong drink beginning on 9/4. This was before they were ever aware of my videos. They did not break this fast until Yom Teruah on 10/6. Then, as I began making the videos, found a beautiful priestly breastplate 12 stones graphic to place each video on. You can find that on the website. At the very top of the website, you'll see a link that says 100 messages for the 144,000. You click on it and you'll see the graphic I'm talking about. However, she then began to notice that as each message was delivered, it fit perfectly with the meaning of the tribe that corresponded to the stone upon which the link was placed. She did not tell me any of this until after my messages were complete. Nor could she have planned this, as she had no idea what the messages would be, but only had the order upon which message would go with which stone. I was totally ignorant of which stone was which, and certainly did not know the meanings of the tribes. So this was totally Yah's hand. The first message of the 144,000 was placed on the stone for the tribe of Naphtali, which means a wrestler or striving with. And of course, the 144,000 are those who wrestle with Yah like Jacob of old and obtain the blessing. The second message was placed on the stone for Gad, which means a company. And the second message was all about how the company will be split in two, separating the righteous one from the pretender. The third was placed on the stone for Asher, which means happy or many blessings. And this third video is all about the blessings of being transported by Yah's eagles to the safe place. The fourth was placed on the stone for Benjamin, which means son of my right hand. And the fourth message was all about the characteristics of the type of people who make up the 144,000. Sons of Yah's right hand indeed. The fifth message was placed on the stone for Ephraim, which means fruitful. And the fifth message is all about the many Christians who have been mistaught but have pure hearts and will be allowed to reach the safe place so they can learn from the 144,000 about the beauty of observing Torah. The 144,000 will be fruitful as they guide these Christians, and Ephraim has always been known as the fruitful house of Christianity. The sixth message was placed on the stone for Dan, which means judging. This sixth message begins with Apostle Paul's judging admonitions about not falling into lust and idol worship, as the children of Israel did in the Exodus, and how it relates to the coming Exodus in 2014. The seventh message was placed on the stone for Reuben, which means viewing or behold the sun. And the seventh message is all about beholding the coming events in the next 6 months, from 10:13 through 4:14, and how to endure until the safe place, and keeping one's eyes on the Son, even Yahshua HaMashiach. The eighth message was placed on the stone for Issachar, which means reward or what is given by way of reward. And the eighth message is all about how the faithful ones will obtain the blessing of dancing like butterflies in the safe place. The ninth message was placed on the stone for Judah, which means confession or praise of Yah. And the ninth message directly references the tribe of Judah being placed on the east side of the camp, and how it points toward the safe place being east of modern-day Jerusalem. Also, when we confess Yahshua to men, we are cast out of camp and bear Yahshua's reproach, leaving the camp. The 10th message was placed on the stone for Manasseh, which means forgetting. And the 10th message was about the fall of Lucifer, a lament for this wicked angel and how he will be forgotten. And also how once he is cast down by 3:11:14, He will no longer be able to bring accusations against believers in the high places of the heavenlies. Thus, false accusations within the body of Messiah will be forgotten during the time in the safe place, leading to unparalleled unity. The 11th message was placed on the stone for Simeon, which means hearing and obeying. And the 11th message was about how Esther, who heard and obeyed her uncle and Yah, cleansed and purified herself for the king, just as the bride in the wilderness will cleanse and purify herself in preparation for the King of Kings. The 12th message was placed on the stone for Zebulun, which means home or dwelling place. And of course, the last line of that video is about how next year we pure hearts will be in a safe or dwelling place. So as the reader, or in this case the watcher of this YouTube, can see, there were 3 confirmations that these 12 messages came from the hand of Yahweh and not Daniel John Lee. May Yah be glorified, and may these messages do all that Yah intended to accomplish. And this article will also be placed on the website at www.spiritandtorah.com. Shalom, Yah bless, and happy 4th day of awe, as we're now only 6 days away from Yom Kippur. Shalom.